I've just finished rebuilding my Rolls Royce Mansouri edition, but now Mansouri want it back. Mansouri, the home of custom.
Before the millions of views, shiny supercars, and the picture-perfect rebuilds, there was a crash, not a car crash. A brutal BMX wipeout that shattered Mat Armstrong's first dream and left him scrambling for a way forward. That fall did more than just change his career. It set him on a path built on risk, obsession, and rumors that still follow him today. And what you're about to hear might make you see his rebuilds very differently. He grew up in Leicester, spending weekends in the garage with his dad, Tony, a mechanic who could fix just about anything. That's where Mat first learned the difference between a spanner and a socket wrench. But BMX was his real obsession. And in 2013, he even started a YouTube channel dedicated to documenting his rides, competitions, and tricks. Everything seemed to be lining up until it wasn't. At the BMX World Championships, Mat went for a trick that could have put him on top, a 720 tail whip. But mid-air, his shoulder popped out. He still managed to place 16th, but the injury didn't heal. It got worse, even sleeping became dangerous. The shoulder would slip out in the middle of the night. And then came the hard truth. The BMX dream was over. Here's the thing. What do you do when the thing you built your life around disappears overnight? Mat tried to figure it out. He worked odd jobs, shifts in retail, anything to keep going. But none of it lit him up inside. That spark he used to feel on a BMX track was gone. Then cars started creeping in. It began as a hobby, tinkering with small mods, teaching himself repairs from YouTube and trial and error.
Car's back.
Doesn't even look like my car.
The turning point came when his girlfriend Hannah's Audi TT was totaled. Most people would have just let the insurance company take it. Mat bought it back for £600. Fixing that car became something more than just a repair. It was proof to himself that he could rebuild something broken. He filmed the process and tossed it online without much expectation. And then, out of nowhere, Richard Hammond from Top Gear reacted to one of his videos. Just like that, Mat's little project found a big audience. The channel grew and the projects got wilder. An Audi RS6 bought for £20,000 and sold for a £15,000 profit. A Bentley rebuild, and most famously, a Rolls Royce Wraith that had belonged to footballer Marcus Rashford. It was written off after a crash. Mat bought it for £185,000, poured £324,000 into bringing it back. Still a bargain compared to the £700,000 it cost new. But if you've ever seen one of his videos, you know there's always more going on than the final shot of a perfect paint job. Behind the scenes, Mat was also flipping houses, investing in rentals, and slowly turning himself into a brand. The YouTube ads, sponsorships, merchandise, tools, and parts, it all added up. Depending on who you ask, his net worth sits somewhere between £2 million and £4 million. Of course, with success comes whispers. Some critics claimed he wasn't doing all the work himself, that professional garages handled the heavy lifting while Mat filmed. He didn't ignore it. He started showing more of the gritty, hands-on moments. Welding, sanding, grinding, swearing under his breath when something didn't fit. The accusations never fully went away, but his core audience stuck by him. They saw the effort and believed in it. Here's a question. When you watch a transformation like that, are you drawn in by the magic of the reveal, or do you want to see every frustrating, sweaty step along the way? For Mat, it seems like the answer is both. Keep it exciting, but never fake the craft. Over time, his work started inspiring others to get stuck in with their own projects. One fan even wrote online that they'd replaced their own front shocks for the first time after watching Mat's videos, something they never would have tried before. That's the ripple effect. Then, after a stretch of silence on his channel, Mat came back with something personal.
I just bought my dad this Aston Martin DBX with a catch. This car was fully submerged underwater, which meant it was
restoring a flood-damaged Aston Martin DBX as a surprise for his dad. It wasn't just about fixing a car. It was a nod to where it all began, in that small garage, learning from Tony. Today, Mat has millions of subscribers across multiple channels, hundreds of uploads, and a reputation as one of the most entertaining car restoration creators online. But strip away the numbers and the shiny cars, and you've got the story of a guy who got knocked down hard, lost the thing he thought he'd be doing forever, and found a new dream in the wreckage. And maybe that's the real lesson. Every glossy success has its dents, and every rebuild has a story the cameras don't fully show. With Matt, it's the grit behind the gloss that keeps people watching.